All right, welcome back. Episode 60. 6-0, the amount of home runs that Babe Ruth hit in 1927. Episode 60 of the Young Old Heads podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Tommy, aka TV Sports Cards, and I'm here with my good friend and co-host, Max, aka CardMax's, aka CardMax's first Bowman edition, obviously. Max, how are you doing?
I was born in 1927, but I'm getting my first Bowman in 2023. That's the way Tops and Bowman does it, and that's the way we do it on this podcast.
And that's just how it goes. I mean, I swear to God, and I hope the listeners can back me up on this, that at some point I mentioned that idea, maybe like last summer in an episode. I know that Topps has put this out like a while ago that they were going to do this, where I didn't even set the stage. Basically, a photo came out today of a Roberto Clemente Bowman Chrome first Bowman. And now people are freaking out that they're putting first Bowman logo on cards with veterans or old dead dudes, as Max likes to say. I'm pretty sure I said this idea before, that this would be kind of a fun idea. It has been met with absolute negative backlash, so I maybe should not even say that I came up with this idea before. Max, what is your thoughts?
Well, I first want to say that the people that are just trashing Fanatics and Tops for every idea that they have. We've had Taco Fractors, we've had Frozenfractors, we have first Bowman Legends in 2023. New isn't necessarily correlating to good, but innovation is good. And the fact that we're having some care of new ideas being implemented into products, we've seen this with Big League as well. They're just being completely reformed as a product. It's a fun little gimmick. It's another reason to open the product. You probably hated Johnny Manziel and Russell Wilson getting Bowman Chrome cards as well. And I just have fun opening the baseball cards and shut up.
I'm definitely clipping that, and it's early in the episode, so I'm not going to forget about it. That's amazing. Thank you, Max. Yeah, just shut the fuck up. Like, I'm tired of everyone saying, I'm tired of this take, Max, and tell me if you're tired of this take too. And to be fair, like, we have also contributed to me having this fatigue for this joke, but this, like, every single decision, and you hit on this, like, every single decision that Fanatics is making right now, everyone's comment is like, oh, this is going to 10x the hobby, quote unquote sarcastic. And I'm like, yeah, I've done that. And I can own that, but I'm going to stop. Let's just let him do it.
These collectors are just so fucking spoiled. I don't think people remember that in 2016, the demand from Topps was to have borders on the cards. And we went 5 years from 2016 to 2021 without borders on our cards. We finally get that back in 2021, where we have our nice, good-looking gold parallels, our nice, good-looking black parallels. Sure, 2018 gorgeous parallels would not have happened with borders, but this was a huge outcry by older head collectors, by young 24-year-old single men like myself for who knows how long. And now people are complaining about innovation when we went 5 years without fucking borders. People just don't know what the situation is right now.
I'm definitely not pro Ruben. I'm skeptical. There's just, I actually had a friend who's not into cards at all send me a tweet about the Fanatics lawsuit. And it's like, what the hell's going on in the card world? I had to explain it to him. He's like, damn, fuck Michael Rubin. Like, that dude sucks. Like, from like a totally outside the card world perspective, he had known about Rubin before the story came out and like was like, damn, this dude just like reinforced everything he thought about him. So I don't know. I feel like there was a serious like savior complex that came in with the Rubin like entering the hobby and everything. I don't know. Let's just play it out a little bit. I'm okay with Roberto Clemente for his Bowman cards. I think they're kind of fun. If there's a Willie Mays one, I might collect it.
I'm going to take out of my figurative pocket. This is a little plastic encasing. It is a card that I bought this weekend because I fleeced the guy and I'm a scammer flipper. But this is a 2021, I'm putting it towards the camera, Allen and Ginter autograph booklet relic of Pedro Martinez. And for people that just came in as flippers and you just come in with your Zion cases or whatever, this is a booklet card. These were the pinnacle of kits for products for the entirety of the 2010s, and they're near extinct. A beautiful hit, valuable card often had the connotation of being game used, or a jersey, or an autograph, or just putting 16 fucking stickers in one massively long, thick card and saying, "Oh, this is $1,000 card because we put 20 sticker autographs on it." Do you know how far we've came and evolved from that? If you are anti first Bowman Roberto Clemente, you want booklet autos for the next decade. I'm not saying Clemente first Bowman autos, or excuse me, we're not getting first Bowman autos of Roberto.
On
We're just
card,
getting first
Roberto
Bowman.
Clemente.
Yeah, we're not getting on guard autos of Roberto Clemente. We're just getting the first Bowmans. But it's like most of the people complaining, do you rip? I don't rip as much as I used to. I'm not going to be a fraud and say that I rip as much as I do. But it's a card that I can point at and I can say, wow, that's pretty dank. The dank to dollar ratio is strong on that one. I can go back to eBay and look at a 2018 National Babe Ruth pack and look at that prism refractor sheen and say, yeah, that's going to look dank in a binder. So it's like, what would you rather just have them not exist? Is that your preference? Just have the normal? It's like it's not like this is at the expense of anything at all. So that's my gripe with human beings that are not real human beings.
I also think, I mean, I'm gonna forget that take, but I think that everyone who is mad about Roberto Clemente first Bowman's should be way, way more mad about the Topps employee hit from Topps Chrome Platinum, where like the 1 in 17,000 pack hit is a Topps employee card. Like, what is it going to give you, like a LinkedIn Connect from a Topps employee? Is that going to be the next hit, Matt?
Well, Tommy, some of us are unemployed, and that would actually be pretty valuable. Okay, so check yourself.
Maybe I just gave Ruben another idea. Who knows? Well, Max, I don't want to gripe on that too long. I think we kind of
Okay.
made our point there. But
No, so now I'm controlling the conversation, and I'm going to say 1 year and 2 words. 2022 platinum anniversary. Your
Wander.
impressions.
Oh, my impressions,
Your
dude.
impressions.
The fact that we're getting a Wander Franco rookie card product, I'm not letting us talk. Not a sports analysis podcast, but the fact, just outside of everything, that
Yeah.
we're still getting Wander Franco rookie card
He's
products.
still playing in the minors.
It not clipping that one. We're I don't know, man. We already talked. I feel like we talked about that product before when it came out last year. Just like catch up with the years with it. Like stop having it be a product that's a whole year behind. Um, I like the big checklist. Moises Alou is in a Giants uniform, one of my all-time favorite Giants. So like loving that. I love that there's manager cards in it, unlike a lot of products. I don't know. There's reasons to like it. It's kind of like Topps Chrome Total or something.
Yeah, dude, it's like heritage, but chrome. Like we're getting a restart and we're going back to 1952. I don't like how delayed last year was, but I'm just thinking about all the cool career ones we can have of some players if the QC and the design and the innovation, that's the word of the episode. The innovation were a little bit better. But with that in mind, I think that this is a product that people give a little too much shit on just because of the amount of parallel dilution. And I think this is planting the seed for something that could be pretty cool because right now I don't really care about the 70s top sets. And I'm not a heritage nerd to want to do a full career run of Andre Dawson. I don't know. Excuse me. That's too old. I don't know. Matt Kemp. Okay. I'm not doing Matt Kemp full top heritage career runs. But imagine starting from 1952 and doing a full run of a player. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's just
You're unenthused.
I'm unenthused, but I do kind of like
I like the
the
potential.
heritage. I'm not anti it actually in the long run because of like the amount of parallels for it. Because that's what heritage is missing. Because I'm like heritage chrome, same thing. Topps Chrome Platinum, same thing as heritage chrome. But then you get the colored parallels, and honestly, I'll allow it. I'll allow it. But that's kind of I don't know. We'll see what it looks like next year. Once it has gold cups on the cups from the years that 1960 and on, so I'll probably collect a little bit of them. But until then, I'm probably not going to collect any of them.
Oh, I
You
actually
own
have one
any?
on my desk. I
What do you
have
got?
a 2021 Andrew Jones black auto on my desk out of 10, and this cost me $30.
Did like a Drew Jones, Andrew Jones documentary come out, Max? Is that why you've been buying all these cards of them?
I I only have 2 Andrew Jones cards right now, but that's, like, more than I've ever had. How do you know I have so many Andrew Joneses?
Well, I was saying Andrew or Drew because I
Oh,
also saw you had the Drew Jones first Bowman Chrome, like PSA 10 of some sort.
yeah, I have had some gripes with non-payers on, like, all of my cards lately. Like, just as a little anecdote, just as a little, what were we calling it? Refractor, foil parallel, and, thorn. My thorn is that I had someone buy my Tatis 1 of 1 autograph. He said he was on vacation. It was 2 AM and that he's gonna pay in the morning, and then I woke up to me being blocked.
Yeah. Sounds like he had a little bit too much fun on vacation, maybe.
I mean, I'm someone who has a lot of fun on vacation. When are we getting the card hype house vacation going off the floor?
Whenever Brock gets Ludex to bring a bag out for us for the sponsorship, that's when the Hype House. I'll promise Hype House card edition if he can do that for
I
us.
know you won't commit. I know you won't.
I know. Well,
Yeah,
maybe.
maybe,
Um,
okay. Tommy's
can
too
we just
cool
do
for
a quick little acknowledgement that we had Eric White back on the podcast last week and that he compared himself to Jesus?
Yeah, he exists.
I I hope people enjoyed that. That was like sometimes he literally left me speechless, which is pretty hard to do. But I mean,
No, I
thumbs
mean,
up.
my one of my favorite parts of the episode was when I said he was horny for money, and that you and Eric Whiteback just did not say a word.
Dude. Well, he
I
didn't say
wanted to
anything.
push the envelope.
He didn't say anything, and I was like, "Bro, Max, I know that Eric Whiteback is not weird enough to get that joke. Like this dude just like
There's no
it,
joke.
self-admitted like Jesus follower, like straight edge guy, thinks he's out here, like really truly believes that he's like
Tommy,
bringing the gospel to people in some
Tommy,
capacity. You gotta
I know
respect
you're
that,
from San Francisco. I know you're liberal. That's just not how, like, the rest of the religious people, like, act that have some I can't speak on his faith, and I feel like the more that we talk about this, the more dangerous it becomes. But yeah, so actually, I'm just gonna leave it there. I'm not gonna say anything because I feel like it could be dangerous. But Eric and Ben, yeah, Eric and Ben, 2 great people. I'm glad we had both of them on the podcast.
Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. It's really the only way to do it, but I just wanted to acknowledge it. I mean, I've ranted about him so much in different episodes, so
Yeah.
it was certainly interesting to hear what he
Some
had to say.
people were saying that we didn't go hard enough, and I'm like, "Fuck you." I If we have someone on our show, there is a level of respect to treating a guest. This isn't just a come on the show and we're gonna pummel you and put you in the ground and then take you out of your grave and punch you even more. Because I can do that. I'm really good at it too. But I'm not gonna do that to the guests that I love that we have on this show. Speaking of which, we have another guest coming on our show.
Yes, we
It
do.
won't be pummeled.
Uh, we'll save that for the end, but yeah,
Ooh, okay.
I wanna echo what you just said though, real quick, just because like Eric did come on here. He was on here for 2 hours and 12 minutes of episode, which is absurd. You got to respect that. I appreciate him coming on. We got a lot
Yeah.
more eyes on the podcast. We've seen
And
a
he
lot
knew
of
he was
growth
coming
in
into the
the.
Wolves then too. He knew it wasn't gonna be we were gonna throw him some softballs the entire time. So I
Yeah,
respect him from coming on. I respect the people that enjoyed and listened. And thank you for being a young old head if you are listening to this right now.
yes, we literally couldn't do it without you guys.
Yes.
Max, you went to a card show though.
Yeah.
I was feeling like serious desire to go to a card show today. Just sitting at work on Monday at
Yeah,
lunch,
you
and
go
I'm
to
like,
one once
dude,
every 3 months.
that's my. I was just like, shit, man, I gotta like travel to a card show or something. Like, I gotta go. So how was it? How was it?
It was good. I set up. I did not it was a 2-day show. I didn't go on Sunday because I didn't know if some people felt it was worth it, and then I was really getting into a Nash equilibrium, having to write out the pros and cons of every single scenario, and I thought, "No, I'm not going up Sunday." So I set up for 1 day. My contrasts to a New York show and maybe even a North Carolina show is that the walk-up buys were better than I expected. There wasn't as much dealer by dealer competition. It was interesting not having seeing the same dealers at the table every single time. I'm very used to my New York, New Jersey, more so high roller dealers that are very formulaic, and I know the tastes of everyone. But the vibe of this show, for the lack of a better word, vibe, because I don't like that word, is that there was a lot more hobbyists or quarterback investors. Same thing. And I had a lot of fun with the baseball.
With the baseball.
With the baseball, I showed the aforementioned Pedro Martinez, Allen and Ginter auto. I also bought this really cool Cal Ripken Stadium Club auto out of 5. It has like the black orange foil, which is the parallel, and it just looks sick with the helmet.
The black orange parallels are primo for the Giants. They sell for a lot, but
Yeah, I was
that's a
gonna
sick
say
card.
usually they look absolutely pointless and purposeless, but like on that Orioles look, it looks clean. I traded away some Otanis and got back some other cards. So I got back a Judge autograph and more Otanis. And I am always living, breathing baseball cards, probably too much to an extent. I am the hobby, or I aspire to be the hobby one day, and I am a card.
Respect. I'm glad to hear that you're seeing new inventory and getting a new crop of dealers to scheme and defraud and get in
Scam.
fights with, scam, get in fights with, verbal and physical. So we will just continue to check back in. I'm glad you got to get some cards of guys that are retired. Very interesting move by you. Not something that you do very often, I feel like, other than the dead guys. You don't do a lot of the in between dead and retired.
That's true. I also like. I just don't like that period of baseball. I don't think it's very fun. I also wasn't born from it. Like I'm old, but I'm not that old. But I try to gravitate more towards newer stuff. I have a card on my desk that I'm going to forcibly enter into this discussion because it's really cool, and it just arrived today. Even though I bought it like a month ago, it's the Vladimir Guerrero Jr. pointing short print autograph, and there's like none of these that exist, and this is the highest graded ever. So I like cards like this because a they're modern. I can relate to the players. And even from a buying and selling standpoint, there may or may not be more volatility, and volatility is just fun. I like going on the roller coaster and I want to ride. I don't want to throw up, but I want to ride. So cards like this
I
are cool. Tell me
also
what do you got?
I also got a Vladimir Guerrero Jr. card in the mail
Is
today.
that the Maple Leafs?
This is a 2020 opening day Maple Leaf Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Gold Cup. I got this from my boy at Matt's Cards.
Ooh,
Um,
that cards has sick taste.
dude, that dude, his Pete Alonso Rainbow is nuts. But this card, dude, unreal. I've lost so many auctions for this card in my day. This card always goes for like 20 to 30 bucks, and I always want to get it for like 10. Um, but pretty cool opening day card. I love the Maple Leaf parallel. This is definitely going to be a sweet one in the binder. People will stop and point this one out, I bet.
I miss that they will no longer be a thing.
Yeah, sad. What do you know about the distribution of these, Max? I'm not familiar.
Yeah, but they are in like plastic. I believe I really don't want to get this wrong, but I believe you get like the way those Meyer um plastics are. I believe
Yeah.
it's similar to that, where you get a pack or two in the Meyer plastic encasement, and then you get one maple leaf parallel loose in the pack on the back, and obviously only distributed in Canada.
Honestly, so sick. Very underrated little mini micro set. I wish Tops would do more of this stuff. I feel like team collectors would appreciate it. Um, didn't
Boba
they kind of
Chet.
do?
Oh, actually,
Yeah,
I actually hit that on the nose. It's 3 packs and then one Blue Jays. Also, that's obviously only the Blue Jays. So the checklist is small and they aren't too hard to find if you're able to find the packs. So, I bet you know Boba Chet's card. It's so cool.
yeah, that's one of the best Boba Fett rookie cards. Clip this, throw it up there.
Yeah.
There. Yeah.
Thrown up.
But happy to get this. I wish that opening day was still around. Obviously, this is like an essential opening day Gold Cup in my opinion. Going back, obviously, like the 2013 Mike Trout up there as well. But happy with this rare Vladimir Guerrero Jr. throwing image. I feel like that's pretty rare, except for that one rookie card.
I'm pro fun and I'm pro card.
Pro fun, pro cards. Are you pro Frozenfractor? We haven't really talked about it. Now that we've sat with Topps Chrome for a little bit, is
Yeah,
Frozen
we sat with
Fractor?
Big Card and discussed our grievances.
Did we? We didn't like. I've kind of come around though. The ones I hate the
Yeah, I
most are
was
the
never really a
bolsters.
hater. I'm pro innovation. I'm pro ideas. No, these aren't like the future Gaudy Ruths, but like as a seasoned rainbow collector, as someone who goes into the trenches and goes after every single parallel that exists, it's like, yeah, I want more. It's like, yeah, I see the Ezekiel Tovar Frozen Fractor that I see posted every single fucking day, and I see it's -2 out of 0, and it's like, who knows how many of these are out here? Maybe not even 5. It's like it's -2. Could be a 1 out of 2. Could be a 1 out of 7. Actually, no, I think the most they do is 5. So I think it's out of 5 at the most. But if it's out of 2 and you don't see any others, like that could just be out of 2.
Dude, if you pulled that as a kid, you'd probably be tripping out and think it's super sick.
Yeah, the
So
only problem is the pack odds are so slim that you're never gonna pull it.
yeah,
That's the only gripe. It's like unless you're a seasoned singles buyer, like Tommy, the thing with me is that as someone who is a professional card dealer, what can I say? Is that like I just become like more callous and numb to owning cool cards just because they trade my hands all the time. And I lose the childlike ability to be able to sleep on my pillow at night thinking of Frozen Fractors because they just aren't as meaningful as some other cards.
do you feel like you, as a dealer, are finding more like desire to find value in anything because you you hope secretly that any card you can find would be of value?
Well, I mean, you just have to know ball, all right? Like, so I was at this Tampa card show. I saw an opening day Wander Franco sticker auto opening day variation out of 10 in a BGS 9.5. And before, pre 14-year-old, the sticker price was $2,250. And he was just like, yep, these things are sick. These things are rare. And I mean, obviously, I don't think it was a firm sticker price at all, but that just shows the enthusiasm that people have towards some of these parallels. And I can't make a card go up or down, but I can know enough ball in order to be able to buy or sell a card at any given price that I think is fair given the scarcity. Like if I have a Trout Gold Refractor, and you can throw enough money at it to set the floor. If I genuinely believe the value is there, and I'm saying this both as a collector and a dealer, it's like if I think something's undervalued, I can buy it. I hate buying personal expenses for myself because I have to go through this entire process of do I really enjoy it for this amount of money, which is why the
I
dollar cost the king.
I think that's why I like collecting on COMC a lot. It's like I buy cards that I would be fine keeping, but I know that I will probably make money on. And I have fun with that because I don't have the work associated with it. Like
Yeah,
you grind because you are doing it at a level that I'm clear I don't do it at. But on
but
COMC, I can
but I
just
also
kind of
love
do.
cards. Like I spent 45 minutes last night just taking cards out of penny sleeves and top loaders to get ready for our night's little photo shoot. I love doing a modeling session with my cards. No, but getting them eBay ready, getting them looking good. It's like that's like I love cardboard.
That's like me. That's my zone that I go into when I'm doing the binders, though. That's what you
Yeah,
were wondering.
I envy that. I wish I could go into Zen mode like I used to, but I keep checking my eBay save search for 2019 Luis Severino parallels. I own 50 of them. I own like none of the printing plates, but
Do you know? Did you see that I bought a Glaber Torres card yesterday?
which
I bought his 2019 Topps Black out of 68.
oh, that's cool. How much was it?
$15 from Frank Lubati.
2019.
Yeah,
Jeez, that card used to be a lot higher. Yeah, I saw he had a
$15.
Heritage Chrome Black Refractor from 2019 with the Rookie Cup, and that looked so nice.
Yeah, I would have maybe bought that off him. Actually, here, you want to give me a quick? Did I win this trade or did I kind of lose this trade in the long run?
Yes.
So I did a trade with Frank at Frank underscore Lubati on Twitter. One of the best sellers of baseball cards. If you want to buy baseball cards and you like to just see like random cool stuff, one of my favorite, probably at the top of the game right now for baseball stack sellers. Is that might be a hot take, but I think top
No,
of the game.
Frank's great.
I traded him a 2023 Topps, and you can do your little eBay search on this if you want.
Okay. Thanks for giving me.
Christopher 2023 tops Christopher Morel auto out
Okay.
of flagship series 2, I want to say.
Okay.
I pulled that from a hobby box from Elite Sports Cards in Chicago. Shout out Ronnie. Um, on card, I traded it to him for a 2023 Topps Chrome Julio Rodriguez purple speckle out of 299, I believe. Straight up 1-for-1 bubble mailer with tracking trade. None of the Julio Rodriguez's had sold on eBay at the time of the sale or at the time of the trade.
If you can get out of a Christopher Morel, then you get out of a Christopher Morel.
Is that real? Is he that bad?
I mean, I feel like he's just like one of those guys who had hype, call up hype that predated the rookie card of him last year. So it's made people want, of the few people that actually care about him, want to have cards of him. But it's like 2 years from now, no one will care about him, like at all.
I feel like that's kind of the secret of Topps's fumbling of the like pushing everyone's rookie cards is like in order to sell more product, you want these guys to be rookies like as soon to when they're called up as possible, I think. Because like that's when the hype's the highest for almost everyone.
Topps doesn't care about the consumer aftermarket. It's not like a ticket venue where you sell your tickets at 70% true market value just to make sure they're all bought and then have resellers sell them to each other just to guarantee that the entire thing sells. The entire thing is going to sell most when you have the rookie cards with the highest high print run possible, which is always going to be Series 1. And then you can pump them out in every product that exists. It's not going to happen when you have update, and that's it.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right, Max.
Okay,
What do you
we're
buy?
doing our
What
segment.
do you what do you do? What do you buy on eBay? Sponsored by eBay. Powered by eBay.
But could be sponsored by you if you pay us.
What do you
I
buy?
brought some wacky stuff. It's gonna be more than 3, so I'm just gonna hit them off real quick, and you're gonna stop me when you see something dank, but there's some cool stuff. 2021 Mosaic Steph Curry Gold Prism Stairmasters out of 10, PSA 9. Gold Anthony Volpe Finest Auto out of 50. Orange Wave Corbin Carroll Finest Auto out of 25. A BGS 9 Mike Trout US 175 rookie. A Paolo Banchero Donruss Choice sticker autograph, as well as a photogenic Paolo Banchero gold autograph out of 10. We had a Jackson Holiday Gold Bowman Chrome Auto to 50, PSA 9. A Junior Caminero Rose Gold Lava Refractor out of 10. A purple Bowman's Best and blue Bowman's Best Shohei Ohtani 2018, numbered out of 250 and 150. A Chet Holmgren ticket stub autograph out of 7, the variation. A Chet Holmgren auto hollow out of 75 autograph. And last but not least, the most important of them all, the 2021 Prism Jamie Newman Black Finite Prism Rookie 1 of 1 from 2021. Former Wake Forest Demon Deacon. Current Hamilton Wildcats suspended list of the CFL.
Let's go, Max. You just bought a PC card. Give us the story behind you finding that on eBay and pressing
Yeah,
the buy
so the
button.
thing was, I didn't find it. I have to shout out Tanner, TJ Card Collector. I assume he was just in some. So Tanner does Alabama quarterbacks and cool Alabama collegiate cards, and he just sends me this link one day of like the Jamie Newman Black Finite, and I'm like, dude, thank you. I get my Gixon stipend like a few days in advance. I just put it in. I'm like, how much am I paying for this? I'm like, well, I saw the Sam Hartman sticker autograph from Bowman University Superfractor do 500. And that pains me a bit that I missed that. Sam Hartman transferred to Notre Dame this past year and now has all Notre Dame cards. So Bowman, this year's Bowman University was his only Wake Forest card. And I missed the Superfractor auto because I didn't think I'd get it. I didn't want to overpay. But that also does seem like a really big overpay at $500 unless you're a super collector. Anyways, Jamie Newman and Sam Hartman were the starting quarterbacks during my time at Wake Forest as a college chemistry student. If you are in my chemistry classes and my quantum mechanics classes and I didn't like you, fuck you. Anyway, Yeah, so Jamie Newman, Prism Black Planet 101. I have my Gixxon Snipe at 333 because I'm like, hey, like, no one's gonna bid this up to 333. But if it sells for under 300, I'm gonna be a little annoyed. 333, I gave myself an even 10% buffer. And I'm like, okay, it's at 333. I think the card's at like $80 or whatever for most of the night. Tanner shoots me a text saying like, "Hey, like, let me chip in $25 in case." I'm like, "I'm at 333. I'm not sure, like, but I feel any higher would overpay." And he's like, "I'll chip in 25 just so like make sure you get it." I'm like, "Okay, cool." Thinking like, "Okay, there's no way this thing like there's no way I'm gonna need to use that 25." But I'm like, "Okay." I'm like, "Hey, I raised the Gixxon bid from 333 to 356." And lo and behold, the second highest bid was $349. So I would have lost the auction had I kept my original 333. And if it weren't for Tanner telling me that he was going to chip in another 25, I would have lost that auction.
That's pretty
So
sick.
I won the auction at $354 when my max bid was 356.
I wish I knew this was going down. I would have totally chipped in too.
I think I
But shout
texted
out.
you. I'm not sure. Don't worry, you can still chip in. I'm not stopping you. But no, I'm joking. But no, sick
How
card.
about how I? No, that's sick. I'm hyped that you got a new PC card, and I'm hyped that you found a card that you're willing to pay that much for. Are you gonna list it on eBay for like $1,000 or something?
No, like this isn't getting us on eBay.
Fuck yeah.
Like there's one Wake Forest collector that I know who I love who may or may not care that I have this. Like in terms of like want maybe I was bidding against him and I have no idea, but I didn't want to alert him to the auction existing and get more competition.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's one of like the two big Wake Forest cards I have. I have Jamie Newman's Collegiate Optic Gold Vinyl 1 of 1 in Wake Forest Uni, and I bought that for $60. It was creased, and I was able to get a partial refund down to $40, which I was like happy about because I'm like, man, I really didn't want this crease, but I do want to keep the card, and I hate to be that
40
guy.
bucks.
Card is
That's
$40, yeah.
that's sick.
So that's gonna. I mean, I guess I have the. I mean, and in theory, like he has no national. So just for the lore, Jamie Newman really good showing in during his time in the ACC. He had like 2 good years or 3 good years as a starter, give or take, probably 2 full years. He transferred to the University of Georgia in 2020. Wasn't going to get the starting job, so and he sat out due to COVID. Declares for the draft, undrafted free agent by the Philadelphia Eagles, gets cut and is a CFL quarterback. He has contenders autos, but like they're kind of like junky. He has no national treasures or any patch considering he never played an NFL game. And it's his at first I was worried it was Chronicles, otherwise I would have bid less, but I saw it was like legit Prism. I'm like, okay, this in theory is his best card ever. So I guess I'll pay strong on it just for the fun of it. So I did, and that's cool.
Hell yeah. I'm happy for you. In lieu of my eBay buys this week, Max, I'm gonna do a little fun
Yeah. But I had a
setting.
lot of other carnage in that
Oh yeah,
list.
you did.
Yeah.
Do you want to give any specific shout outs? Because that list was long, and honestly, your boy
Yeah.
is not gonna remember specific
Yeah, I
cards.
know. No, that's why I had to give the Jamie Newman the biggest priority. I'm gonna send the Jackson Holiday Gold Bowman Chrome Auto. That's the most I've spent on a card deliberately to crack and resend. I think I spent like just under 5K on it. I mean, I was the comp, so I don't really care. I have nothing to hide. And that is going to
Uh,
go through the grading concubine at the Burbank Card Show. That is not going to be in the same holder that it started with, and it is going to be used and abused.
Hell yeah! Excited for that update. When is the Burbank show?
So Hobby Slam is this week in Miami, which is should be a big show in the area. I like these types of shows because I get to travel and see friends, and I have a friend in Miami whose floor I'm sleeping on. So yeah, Tommy, you're not the only one whose
Hell yeah!
floor I will couch surf, and I get to see him, so that's cool. And then I think there's a week between that and the Burbank Card Show, which is Labor Day weekend.
Nice. Well, I'm excited to hear about that show. Max, I got a shipment in from COMC today.
Okay.
I ordered the shipment on July 14th, and today is August 14th. I did the cheapest shipping. Shipping cost me $10 total for all these cards.
It took a full month. Come on.
I know, I know. But we're going to play a little game here called How Much Did Tommy Spend on This Card on COMC?
Yes.
And I know you like these games. So we're going to start.
Yes.
2020 Tops Now election Lady Gaga. Print run 8,271.
What series? Is it Leaf? I'm
No,
sorry.
this is top. This is Tops Now from
Oh,
the
okay. Top stuff.
Joe
Okay,
Biden inauguration.
yeah, I know the
Lady
card.
Gaga.
$3.44.
$4.47.
Okay, plus or minus $1.
Not too bad. Not too bad.
Yeah.
We got 2006 Tops flagship basketball. Adam Morrison, gold out of 500 rookie card.
$23.
$1.16. No
That's
love for Adam Morrison.
sick. That's cool. That's
I
sick.
love Adam Morrison. Adam
Yeah.
Morrison's a legend. Next card, we got 2016-17 Panini Prestige Teamwork Rainbow Kevin Durant Steph Curry card. So it's an insert in Prestige called Teamwork, and it's the rainbow parallel. It is serial numbered out of 25, and it's Kevin Durant Steph Curry. How much did I pay for this?
$17.33.
$28.75.
That's more realistic. I like that.
Out of 25, Steph and
Yeah.
Durant,
I
man.
know.
That
Well, I
card's
mean, the thing
sick.
is, it's what did you pay for it, not what do I think a stranger paid for it.
Yeah, true.
I mean, the way it's almost like you live on ramen the way you buy cards.
Dude, I haven't bought a card over $100 in like all summer. It's been great. I need to I've been limiting the ripping too. Like the health has never been greater.
Yes, use that ripping and put it into some singles or some top stuff.
Exactly. All right. Knowing that I paid $28.75 for that Steph Curry Durant card, this is a semi-similar card. 2017 Status Factions. Have you ever seen these factions cards? There's like 3 NBA
No,
players. What?
I don't know.
No.
I'm not a basketball guy.
Look
No,
up.
I mean, yeah.
Google Status Fractions while I explain this card. We got Steph Curry, we got Klay Thompson, we got Kevin Durant, all in the same card. Serial numbered out of 49, the purple parallel.
Who are the 3?
Steph, Klay, Durant, the biggest big 3 of all time.
Ew, yuck! Totally not. Fuck you. What parallel? I was googling it.
Sorry, purple parallel out of 49, out of 149. Excuse me.
$3.99.
Dude, that would have been a steal. $9.25. $9.25. All right, I'm giving myself 3 more cards.
I like this game.
2014, shout out Eric Whiteback. 2014 Prism World Cup base blue prism out of 199. Arjun Robin.
What kit?
Dutch. Dutch. He's the Dutch. He's like one of the goats of Dutch soccer. Blue prism out of 199. Country team color match, low key, but not orange. $14. I bet I bought it for $26.25.
Okay.
Might have overpaid. How about I got my first Roberto Clemente card? Base 19. No. Yeah, I bought that on COMC today. What? That'd be insane. 1961 Tops batting leaders NL. We got Dick Grote, Larker. I don't know who Larker. Norm Larker, Willie Mays, and Roberto Clemente.
What year?
1961 base. It's not card number 41. Pretty cool card. We got Willie Mays and Clemente. You don't know condition. It says good to vintage X.
That's good to very good. Good to very good, excellent.
Dude, you know that I just look at that and go vintage excellent. That's
I'm gonna say $11.
$5.25. Very happy with that one, honestly.
That's cool.
And last but not least, 2011 Topps Factory Set Red Buster Posey Gold Cup out of 245. Do you know about these?
Ooh, that's cool. $33.
25.25.
Okay.
And I literally loaded money into COMC to buy this card because
Oh yeah, that's stank.
out of
Mr.
245,
Lucky Collector.
hell yeah, man, I'm hyped about that. That means that with the Hope Diamond that I got in from Andrew Old Man Collector, all I need is the black out of 60 and the platinum to
Stank.
complete this whole rainbow. I'm so hyped about that. Um, Card number 198. If anyone sees the black out of 60, please let me know. I will pay $100 for it. If I don't know, maybe a little bit more.
Yeah.
Well, Max, did you enjoy that game?
I did enjoy that game. I felt like I did like respectable. It's like
You
I
did
feel like
respectable.
I demonstrated that I am better at it than someone who's never seen cardboard before.
I would hope so. I would hope so. Well, do you have any parting words for the listeners this week?
I got to go study some quantum mechanics.
Time to fix the multiverse of cards.
Yes.
Roberto Clemente, first Bowman.
Oh, as an aside, I started watching Breaking Bad like seriously this week. I just finished season 1. Um, I think there's one like really niche Breaking Bad set. Is there any other trading card stuff?
Oh, dude, text our boy Kimball about this. He
Okay.
has some of the best. He has
Yeah,
some of
I
the
know he
best.
has some like dank stuff, but it's like I don't want to be a fake. I've just finished season 1, so I have like a
Yeah,
few more
wait.
seasons of that and Better Call Saul to do.
I feel like it wouldn't be the worst thing if we just did some quick life updates at the end of every episode, Max.
Yeah, that'd be so fun.
Can you give everyone your Tinder chargeback life hack?
I mean, like, do we need to get into this? I mean, I bet 1,000 on it.
Dude, I think people would just think it's pretty funny what
Yeah,
you
no,
do.
I mean, like, it's like okay, you just swiping, and then it's like, man, like, did I really charge like this much money on this? It's like I don't know. Maybe I'm just like the extreme demographic now, but it's like they advertise it not by the month, but by the week. And it's like this is really overpriced. It's like I'm like, okay, maybe if I delete my account and make a new one, it like won't be by the week anymore, and it's still by the week. And I'm like, oh, yikes! Like I don't want to do that. And it's like, well, like I want to get laid. Maybe it's my pictures. Maybe it's my personality. No, I'm good looking. But it's like, okay, it's like fine. I'll sign up for the 6 months, whatever, and I do my swiping, and I'm like, why in the world did I do this? So it's like same day email back. I'm like, hey, I didn't mean to do this. I'm going to be charged. I did not authorize this to purchase, whatever. And they're like, okay, send your credit card number. And then it's like, I just sit on it for like a week or two. It's like just in case, like I get some more swipes, just get some more swipes in. And then after like a week or two, I'm like, oh, just saw this now. Here's my credit card info. And then reversed.
Damn. You are really up to some schemes out here and you gotta respect it. You
Yeah,
gotta
no, yeah, I gotta get checked. I have not worked out as much as I would have liked to in Florida. I was working out a good bit in New York, but now I've been slacking. Um, I am very much prioritizing making money and marketing a cardboard, which I absolutely love, and I want to get structure in that. And then I have to actually explore a career. I don't know. I keep telling myself to do that cute little thing, but cardboard is putting the food on the table figuratively for now.
Yeah, that's what I think. I really have to limit my card time at work just because just do more stuff, have more responsibility now.
Yeah.
Um, so it's been nice just
Yeah, I
coming
feel like
home.
I mean, just as in life in general, being the more organization you and deliberate and intent you put into something, the better the yield is going to be. And that's not just for productivity, that's just for your life outlook in general and how you prioritize your time. Because time is the most valuable thing. And I had a birthday this week, and that made me feel spooky because I'm like, man, I'm 24. I'm just gonna be the old head
Halfway
soon.
to a century.
I'm
Halfway to a
halfway to a
century.
century. Man. But I don't know. It definitely makes me do some introspection, and I try not to be very like as braggadocious and loud of a person that I can be. I'm ultimately not a very self-centered person, so I don't know. It just makes me think,
Yeah,
and I'm glad that I can tell these things to people and listeners like you.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you
was
for
telling
a
I was
young
telling
one.
my girlfriend, thank you for being a
Oh no, I
young.
was talking to mine too.
Shut the fuck up. I was talking to Abby,
Yeah.
and I was like, I feel like I have this like now over a year long monologue, like dialogue of all my life random stories on this podcast now. It's like a very weirdly like reflective activity. And I enjoy doing it with you, Max, and I appreciate everyone who's out here
Yeah, and I
listening
appreciate
to
you,
what we're
Tommy.
doing.
I appreciate you authoritatively going into my DM saying we're friends now.
Wait, let me make sure we covered everything that I sent you in Twitter DMs this week. Um, some guy who apparently has you blocked tweeted out, "Is it wrong to buy a bunch of Project 20 cards, take them out of their one touches, and binder them?"
That's pretty dang, but no, they're meant for the encapsulation. Maybe again, you have to remember at the end of the day, my profile picture is literally a Project 2020 card with my face on it.
Iconic. And also, you are so due for a rebrand, my man.
Nah, it's
Nah.
tradition that stays on forever.
Actually, I had a good collecting moment that we didn't that is in our
Oh wait,
DM, but
Mantle.
oh
Yeah.
yeah, good thing. I don't know. People are deep in this, but so this weekend I was up at Abby's family's lake house on Torch Lake in
And
Michigan,
you
which is
broke the
cool.
news.
I broke the no. Her dad recently got back his 1969 white letters Mickey Mantle that I found for him. That was just like in his like random box. We sent it to PSA through our boy. What's his name? Rohan. What's his Slab Mafia Sports?
Yeah, I think he's rebranded as Rohan's Cards now or something like that.
I don't buy it. I'm not in on the rebrand
Yeah.
yet. So I submitted it through him. It got a PSA 4, which for a card that he claims to have pulled as a kid is pretty big time, and like not really protected very well. PSA 4. Um, then
Did you check
Abby
the
also had,
valuation of that?
yeah, I did, and so did he.
Oh wow. That was it centered well or was it like mid?
It was decently centered. It was like there was
Yeah.
the edge was kind of fucked up. One of the
It
edges.
range yeah, for the listeners at home, it ranges from about 1,350 to $1,500 in a PSA 4.
Yeah, how many sales off eBay are you seeing? Are you just seeing eBay?
I see a Heritage at 1,450 in June.
Hmm.
I see a Heritage at 1,500 in January 2023, and those are the most recent non-eBay sales. I see a lot of them on eBay, which is weird. They aren't usually this disproportionately eBay.
Yeah,
That's cool.
so pretty
PSA 4.
cool. He's hyped. Well, I'm hyped.
Did you have to tell him the valuation?
No, we had a good deal. I had Rohan just ship him the card straight to him though, so I wasn't like
No,
presuming.
I'm asking that just out of like inquisitiveness, not out of like privacy invasion. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
no, I understand. I
No,
understand.
it's like how do you break? Because I think I told you I had to break to like my dad's friend that like no, like this Thurman Munson autograph, like they're really rare. And I know you've already broken to him that the white letters was like cool, but like there's a difference between a 1, a 4, and a 7, obviously. So did he understand that type of thing with the grading?
Yeah, he knows about checking comps.
Oh,
So
okay. Well,
I think I just told him about it. Well, he understands eBay, and I was like, that's just where people sell it, so he knows how to search eBay. One other anecdote from this weekend though. So Abby has this family friend who's he's like a 20-year-old kid who goes to Indiana University,
mhm.
and he goes, Tommy, like, are you in the card game still? And I was like, well, yeah. I mean, obviously,
We
I'm always
kind of
in
have
games.
young old heads.
Yeah, I'm like, you mean I run the best? Me and my friend Max, we run the best card podcast, and he's like, no. I'm like, I graded all these cards in 2021, and now I just need to get rid of them. Like my parents told me I got to get rid of them. Like I spent $1,000 to grade these cards. $1,000 he spent. I don't know if he got scammed or what, but it was just all base Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert, like base random illusions, mosaic cards, like debut mosaic cards and stuff like that. And I'm just like, dude, I have really had to break bad news to that kid.
Yeah, it's like that stuff that you needed to offload 2 years ago.
Yeah, and he was like, no. He was so bummed. But then we had a good
I mean,
conversation
how
about it's
big
gonna
was the
cost
submission?
like 20 cards.
I mean, maybe he broke even. I don't know.
I don't know. I might. Would you
It'd be
maybe sell
close.
the cards? Could you sell the cards for this kid?
I could like try or okay, yeah, maybe we can be in talks.
All right, I might start a group chat after this. Well, this went way longer than I was expecting, Max, but it was
Yeah,
fun. I'll
I
talk
know
to you.
you're Tommy's like, I hate socially catching up, and we're doing a 30-minute episode, and we're not allowed to talk about our lives or have fun or camaraderie. And I'm like, fine. I'm living in this room in Florida, and I don't have any friends in this state. Sure, let's kill this one social resource that I have once a week. No, but I'm joking. No, this
Good,
is fun.
good, great ending point there, Max. Love it, love it. But
Yeah.
all right, any positive words for the people before we go?
Yeah, with cardboard, if you think if you're finding some crazy money scheme and it's so stupid that you think it's gonna work, just keep being psycho enough to keep doing it. As long as it's not illegal.
Rock on.